Hello everyone. I wasn't really going to take this, but out of I'm bored. Let's just take this in and see the way it goes. So it is Wike that is coming out to praise Tinubu left, right, and center. As far as Wike is concerned, Tinubu is the best thing after jollof rice, or even myself. He's even better than jollof rice. He's probably the best thing after hot agege bread with groundnut, or for those of you who eat beans with ewa going. So for him, that's it. When you carry that hot agave, it's not like this. You are squeezing it, you are eating. Abi when you now put that butter to rub it on it. But anyway, let's not get carried away by the food we are talking about. But let's focus on the Wike and his boy capacity. He said Tinubu is changing leadership narrative in Nigeria, putting smiles on faces of citizens. That he's changing the leadership narrative in Nigeria, I think that's right, but changing it for worse, not for good. But putting smiles on the faces of citizens. Wike is obviously living in La La Land. But then, of course, what do you expect? He has to be a psychophant. He has to kiss the ring. He has to talk about, he has to come out and praise his master, his Lord and Master, and do everything, that needs to be done there. And so, Gazette and Nigeria says the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, so Wike says Bola Tinubu is changing the leadership narrative in Nigeria. He talked about putting smiles on the faces of people. That's absolutely not right. I'm gonna go on to look at some of the comment section because they're quite hilarious. But in the meantime, it's just to say this. One of the things that still Tinubu's illegitimate government refused to understand is that propaganda cannot be used in governance the way it was used in election. But I think they know it. They know, no, first of all, nobody voted for them 2023. I mean, okay, not nobody. Majority did not vote for them in 2023. They were able to get some critical number to be able to use to rig election, and they know now it will worsen because a good number of those critical numbers that were ready to give him a vote in 2023 have said they are no longer going to give him vote. And that's why you see Tinubu running helter skelter. He went to marriage the other day. He went to Anambra for commissioning, somebody that has never been to Katsina State for all the killings that have happened over there. But he went for wedding to go and chop rice and do a bit of owambe and have songs being done for him. But seeing the way they've been running, seeing the way they've been vibing, seeing the way they've been doing all of this, defection, one thing that I know for sure, and it smells out, is that Tinubu is very, very afraid of 2027 election. It's not left for the people whether you're going to believe the shenanigans, the face they are putting up, or you're going to say enough is enough and actually ensure that you go out there, vote for your candidate, and make your vote count. Don't wait for your candidate to protect your vote. Protect your vote and ensure it is counted for your candidate. So just looking at all of this is just like, oh my goodness. But of course, there have been a lot of interesting conversation on this and the way people have taken it on. Somebody said Nigerian leaders are evil and wicked. How can someone say such thing? Because the president is giving politicians more money, but ordinary Nigerians are suffering and dying. It's not even my president, as far as Okosa is an illegitimate, president. But that's the wickedness of it. And at the end of the day, they just feel that they can get away with anything. That's why for me, I always find it, very annoying when people keep talking about protest. Oh, people protested before, they are not protesting. Look, because they know that they cannot, people cannot muster. Are you going to wait? The people that tomorrow's protesters, they are looking at the fact that yesterday's protesters were being insulted, being dragged, being abused, and then they will not protest, so that tomorrow they will not come and be dragging them, abusing them. And then these people are getting away more and more away with a lot of things that they are doing, and they're just talking anyhow. Because how are people so hungry? If you go to the market, it's unbelievable. Not even the market, just look at electricity. Now they are saying they're going to remove the tariff more. If you are in band A, you know what you're paying through the nose, to the extent that even Aso Villa, has come out to say that they are using your money that they did not put in the budget, but after it was taken to the National Assembly, they now put it in the budget that they're going to use it. It's about over 10 billion naira. They're going to use it to buy solar panels because the electricity charges are too expensive. So what happens to you? What happens to you, the ordinary Nigerian? Who is giving you money to buy solar panel? The way that Aso Villa had gone into our money to take our collective wealth and say they are going to buy solar panel for themselves, instead of them, tackling the problem and say to themselves, if it's so difficult, if it's very expensive for us to pay, then it's equally expensive for the people to pay. But the foolish comparison that they always like to do, to come and tell us that, oh, even White House has solar. White House are talking about green energy, green whatever, sustainable development, climate change. That's why they are doing solar and co. It's not that they don't have electricity like you that you're doing here. So when they are talking, they'll be telling us about. For me, I always say, if you want to compare us to another country, you want to compare Nigeria to US, let's start with 24/7 electricity they have that is affordable. Not the one that your electricity bill is so much the same cost with your house rent. If you are in band A, please go and calculate how much you use every month for electricity and then put it by times 12 and see if it's not doing shoulder to shoulder with your house rent. Where does that happen? And then you find these people come out and abuse the sensibilities of people and tell us at all time that what do you call it, people, there is smile, people are smiling. Which people are smiling? There are no people that are smiling. As I'm here, I'm doing electricity, I'm doing it's hot here. I'm doing electricity, I'm doing solar, I'm doing inverter, just to be able to afford 24/7 electricity. How is that something that people are supposed to endure? And then they come out all the time. Somebody say, is Wike all right? What is this? Putting smiles on faces of citizens. Is it in this same Nigeria? I think one of the things they know is that they are banking on the fact that they are going to rig elections so much that it doesn't matter. They can tell us all sorts of nonsense. And that's why, for me, I'm saying to everybody, don't look at INEC as an institution. Look at INEC as a place that is filled with Nigerians like you and I, who live amongst you and I, who are our brothers, who are cousins, who are sisters, who are our spouses, who are friends, colleagues, whatever, and begin to talk to them and tell them that they must not allow rigging to happen. If they are rigging, we are there, we put the same leg in the same trouser. The same thing for the police institution, the same thing for the judiciary. We must ensure that rigging is not allowed. Whoever Nigeria votes for should be allowed to vote, because there's no how we're going to get good governance, accountability, and transparency if we are not getting free, fair, credible election. And so these people, by the time we have free, fair, credible election, this kind of nonsense, they will not be telling us. They will be working hard, because they know anybody that doesn't work hard will be voted out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.